Welcome into another episode of Full Court Press. I'm your host, Courtney Mims, and man, we are starting off season 2 with some amazing guests. I cannot wait to introduce you guys to my next one. And here he is, Arkansas basketball player Meleek Thomas, one of the 5-star McDonald's All-Americans on campus right now. Meleek, I feel like for months, everyone's just been like, you can't wait for this guy to be on campus. He's going to be so, so good. Watch what he did with Overtime Elite. He is just a stud, one and done for sure. This guy is awesome. Now that you're here, you're on campus, how's it been?
I would say campus has been super welcoming. Like all of the fans really pinpoint just to show love to the new guys on campus, show love to the whole team in general. Like I've seen the whole team take pictures, sign autographs. Just it's been super surreal already, so I can't even imagine what the season is going to be like, but super welcoming for sure.
You are such a dynamic player. Going back to your time with Overtime Elite and just in the high school ranks, and a dynamic scorer as well. I feel like you score at such a high clip and you just find ways. You can score in so many different ways. You have such a high basketball IQ. What about your game is your favorite part of it? And what have you been able to improve on in just your short time here on the Hill?
I would say my favorite part of my game would be my leadership. Because I know I could put the ball in the basket at a high level, like you said. So just to be able to bring others with me and help them see everything I'm seeing on the court, telling them where to be at on defense or helping everybody on offense and just putting people in places. Like if I'm messing up, I want a teammate to help me be in the right spot. So me bringing that leadership to the team and just kind of helping move guys around and just kind of being a voice as well. Because I know my voice is going to be heard, especially when I lead by example. And I would say some of the things that I've been really trying to emphasize is my ball handling and just being such a threat on defense, because once they know that they can't just attack you on defense, then it really changed how they look at you.
It's interesting that you bring up that you want to get better on defense, because already, I was going to say your game, you're not just an offensive guy. You also hustle, get back on defense, and you play hard on both sides of the court. What has helped you so much with playing for Overtime Elite and playing in such high-level basketball circuits in the high school level? How has that prepared you for coming into an SEC program and playing for Coach Calipari?
I would say OT really molded me just based off of I've seen a lot prior to being here that they told me I was going to see when I got here. So it's like the actions, the reads, some of the play calling, like just a lot of the things that I've seen at the high school level since OTs did such a good job. I'm seeing a lot of the same things here. So it kind of over-prepared me like I knew it was going to. And just like me not being shy of no moment. I done been under the brightest lights, championships, McDonald's game, camps, like you name it, with the best of the best. So now I'm here. I'm just ready to attack this year. I'm not going to shy up for no moment.
You're a really confident player, and I think that's something that you kind of just touched on right there. That confidence. Do you feel like the moment's not too big for you, right? I mean, you're ready for this, and you're ready to rise to the level of competition, especially in a tough league like the SEC, right?
100%. I feel the Lord places everybody in the rooms and on the journeys that they go on for a reason. So this is my next step in my journey, and I won't shy away from any moment. Like I know how competitive the league is going to be. I know how tough the league is going to be, but I work for it. I work now to see everything that's going to happen eventually. So, like you said, my confidence is just going to rise above to the top. I'm never going to let any moment be too big for me, and I'm just ready for it.
Is there any pressure on you just to see what people are saying about you and to see, oh gosh, here he is in another NBA draft, mock draft, and here he is, one and done. And does any of that faze you or put any extra pressure on you?
I wouldn't say none of the talk really fazes me or put any extra pressure on me. I mean, maybe in somebody else's perspective or point of view, they might think like, oh, he's thinking a lot, or is it pressure? But not. In my head, I just pray a lot, just take everything day by day, and it's not really too much pressure. I just look at it all as a blessing.
I love that, and I love that mindset. Nick kind of touched on that in our interview because I asked him, who should Arkansas fans be watching out for? And he said immediately, I'm going to bring up two guys, and it's the freshmen and Darius Acuff and Meleek Thomas. They are just so good, not only on the court, but even off the court as teammates, as leaders in the locker room. He said it's a blessing to sit by you guys just to learn from you and feed off of that energy. Where does that come from for you as a player?
For me as a player, I would say just that energy and the vibe I give off really comes from my parents. They raised me, they did an amazing job in raising me. My personality really just came from who I've always been around, my siblings, my closest friends. And so I feel like it's just what you've known is how you come up. So all I ever known is just to be a good person, show respect, the respect that I want to get back. And I really appreciate Nick for all the positive talk. And that's not fake talk for the camera. Like, he really means that. When you're around Nick Pringle, like, you see the vibe he gives off, the energy is so high, it's so positive. Nick himself shows, like, I know he spoke highly of me and Darius, but he shows us a lot, like how to be physical. Just, he brings a different gear to the game. So it's like his leadership is also unmatched and something I haven't seen in years. So this team is going to be special, and it really starts with the players. Like, he's talking about us, but in any interview we'll talk about him. We'll talk about everybody else. So just the connectivity.
I love that. What have you learned from Darius coming in with such another high-level recruit such as yourself? I mean, it's just, I know you guys have gotten to know each other a little bit, but what's it like being out in the court with him and playing with him as a teammate?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing as well. It's a gift. He's such a gifted player. I've known Darius for a few years now, so our bond through high school is really just continuously built up to get to this point. And so now that I'm on the college level with him, it just seems super surreal, super serious at the same time, because it's like I know how much he wants it. I know that he's going to go get it, and he knows how much I want it, and he knows that I'm going to go get it and shoot for it all too. So it's like it's really amazing just because to have somebody else like that, being a freshman, we both coming in supposed to be like the fresh guys, but everything just seemed like natural and normal. Like, we supposed to be in the position we supposed to be in. No shortcuts. Like, we're expecting to be the best in the country, like, or the best backcourt in the country. Me, him, and DJ. Me, him, DJ, and Billy. Like, whoever is handling the ball for us this year, we're expecting to be the best in the country. So it ain't really too little of an expectation. I just expect a lot for us, and it's amazing to play alongside Darius and the guards that I'm playing with, just because of the experience and everything that they bring to the game as well.
Well, I was going to ask you about DJ and Billy. DJ brings a lot of experience. Billy, I feel like, is just a hustler, like you guys. I mean, talk about those two specifically and how they have helped you grow as a player in just the shorter time you've been together.
I got you. So for DJ Wagner and Billy Richmond, those are two amazing players. I felt that way before I committed here, and I'm really feeling it more day by day as I'm seeing them in practice, as I'm seeing them work. First off, they both love the gym. They both love to work. DJ comes in at night. DJ gets his extra work in. Billy gets his extra work in. So guys of that caliber that also love to work, it's like the sky's the limit. So I tell them that. They tell me that. But to see them really work and compete against me, like, me and Billy usually guard each other during practice. He never takes a break, never takes a play off. One of the best defenders in college basketball, hustle guy, super energetic, just like, it's a player you always need on any team. He could take it to any level of basketball that he wants and be super successful. And I tell him that as long as he stick the course. And DJ, it's like he got the keys. He got everything that he needs. He does an amazing job at helping others. If I don't know something or if I'm struggling in aspects, he's always going to make sure that gap is filled, and that's for any player. So it's like that's a real leader, if you ask me. Somebody that's just willing to help everybody else for the betterment of the team because he's already seen it and knows it. And then on top of that, his talent is just increasing every day. Like, his jump shot has really gotten better this year. I watched mostly every game last year, and just to see his progress on how he's shooting, see his progress on, like, he was really dominant getting to the basket last year, and he hasn't let up. Like, he's still getting a lot of paint touches in practice. He's still getting into the paint and kicking out to his teammates. Like,
how have you seen yourself grow physically from being here at an SEC program like Arkansas? You know, just the physical changes. I mean, you look different already. And just, again, we're talking about just a short amount of time that you've been on campus. So where have you seen yourself change?
Like you said, just the physical aspect, I put on probably 6 to 12 pounds, something like that. So Dave Rich does an incredible job in the weight room, helps us put on, helps us, whatever we need for our body, he's going to help that player in particular just pinpoint everything they need. So me is just coming in, putting on the weight I want to be comfortable playing at, and I'm trying to attack that every day and just stay in that range that I want. So that's number one, just the physical aspect of things, and college is super physical, so that's really what I've been trying to pinpoint on, and just my mindset, just slowing everything down, not moving too fast. That's probably the main two things that I'm coming into college on, just slowing the game down for myself and playing that the way that I want to.
I feel like Nick said this about Coach Cal talking to everybody on the team, but especially you guys, of going, hey, simplify things, right? Don't make it too complicated. Play your game. Is that something that you feel like you're doing right now and taking into the season in that mindset?
Yes, 100%. Coach Cal, he really emphasizes that, just simplify everything, because we're playing for each other. Like, we're not playing for one another or our own stats anymore. Like, it's high school, and high school is different. It's a lot of spotlight, more on one player or more so on, just like everybody on this team probably was a star for their own high school. Now we're here and we're playing. If you ask any of them, like, I heard a lot of my teammates say this is the most talented team put together they've ever been on, and I can agree myself. Like, I never played with this many pieces of this caliber talent. So just playing for each other, simplifying everything, just because it's for the love of the game and because we want to win for each other. I don't got to get 30 anymore. I don't got to get 40, 25 on even some nights. I could have a lot more laid back nights, but still giving it my all, just because of the team I have. Everybody's willing to put their all into it, and like Coach Cal said, if we simplify it all for the betterment of the team, we all going to eat.
And it's interesting you mentioned that, because people see your averages, right? And they see you average, 31.9 points per game with overtime elite last year, and they see that number, they go, oh yeah, he is a high volume scorer, and that's great. But like you just said there, you're not just that. There are other facets of your game. You can help out on defense, and also you're an unselfish player too. I've seen you distribute the ball really well. Are those some things that you're excited about with your game, to kind of say, okay, I know now it's not all on me to be the only scorer on this basketball team, so I can work on some of those other parts of my game, right?
Yes, for sure. I'm super excited because all my life growing up, I've always been a dominant scorer. So now that's, like I said, I'm at the level where I'm with super talented players at every position. It's like, to get off the ball, to see my other players dunk my alley-oops, just score off my passes, or even me make great reads, scoring or not. It's just, that's going to bring a different feeling, a sensation to me as well. Just like scoring, because I know I'm affecting the game in other areas, just like I'm putting the ball in the basket, and I know that the higher level, they know that I can score well, and you always got to keep that, but they also want to see you do whatever it takes to win. So my defense, my rebounding, my passing, I do everything at a high level. So as long as it might not be the best scoring nights for me in college this year, and it might be, but as long as I'm bringing everything else to the game, then I know I'm going to pick up whatever is dropped off.
You talk a little bit about your game and what you're good at. Is there an NBA player that you look up to, that you model your game after? I mean, I feel like there's some NBA comparisons I could give you, but I want to hear from you first.
No, I really wouldn't say there's anybody that I model my game after. I've been asked that question a lot growing up, and I always told nobody. I can't really think of anybody. I got a different type of game. I score the ball at a high level, and it's a lot of players that have always done that, but it's just, I just feel I can't pinpoint my game to anybody, because as I continue to grow and get better, I just feel that I won't be able to be duplicated, and like nobody will have my game, and if they do, it's just they're trying to add my game to their game. So I take little pieces from different players like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, LeBron been my favorite player all my life. So just his intensity and his drive and how long he's been the greatest for, it's unmatched. So I love taking pieces from the greatest players and just adding them to mine.
Your arsenal, yeah, I love that. I think that's a great mindset to have. Don't compare yourself to anybody. You are you, and I think that's great. You know, you talk about the high-level basketball team that Coach Calipari has put together and the guys that are around you, and that it doesn't have to all be on you every night because there's just really talented players on this team. I asked Nick about this, and I want to get your take on this. You know, as a competitor all your life, you look at this schedule and you've got to be going, oh, this is awesome. With every single night, I feel like every single night you guys are taking on somebody that is going to put you on national television. You're taking on the entire Elite Eight field from last year. So many teams that were featured in the NCAA tournament. For you as a basketball player, that's got to be exciting, right?
For sure, no, that's probably one of the most exciting points that I'm super ready for it. Like you said, I look at the schedule, or I have looked at the schedule. I don't really keep looking at it because I know what games is on there and I just want to take it game by game. But to know that we play teams that are so high level, like you said, we got the Elite Eight, the whole Elite Eight, it's going to be super high level games, super competitive, super physical games. I'm super ready for it. I'm anticipating it all just because I know that it's going to be a great year for us. But you don't really know how it's going to be until you get there. So it's like, I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready to battle. I'm ready to win. I'm just ready to achieve it all.
It's been crazy to see you guys, because when we got to go see that open practice, one of the things I noticed about this team is how well you guys have seemed to gel. I know there's so many returners on the squad, but you and Darius and Isaiah and Nick and Malik jumping into the fold. It just feels like you guys have been playing for a long time together. How did you get to that point?
I would really say we got to that point just by understanding how last year's team got to that point. And then number two, really just like not leaving any room for, like, we don't want to be learning for too long. We want to get everything down as quick as possible. So like I said, just learning how last year's team did it. So when I understand that, like, everything that it took, all of the grittiness, all of the togetherness that it took for last year, like, you got to come in knowing how connected they were last year to be even more connected this year. So I understood that about last year's team, and then coming in, I feel we all understood that. And I was just like, okay, let's add to that. Malik knows that he can add something. That's why he came here. Isaiah, Darius, myself, we all know we can add something to how well of a team it was last year. And now it's like, let's make it even better.
What about this team is special to you?
Number one, the talent. It's not, I'm not even going to put number one and number two. It's just we got a super talented group of guys, amazing group of guys off the court. Like, we did the Make-A-Wish event, and everybody was super interactive with the kids. Just great human beings at the end of the day. Away from basketball, everybody's a great person. I'm going to be friends with everybody on this team after college, just because, like, you create bonds with people, and when you got genuine people around you, you want them around you forever. So, great group of guys, great group of basketball players, and it's just like we lack in no area. So, this team is special in every way, you could say.
Well, that's thanks to Coach Cal a little bit there of piecing those pieces together, 100%. Right? For you, it must have been, obviously when you're being recruited by such high-level programs, but especially when you're being recruited by Coach Cal, that probably, I know that holds some weight with basketball players. What was it like for you to obviously choose to come to Arkansas, but then say, wow, I do get to play for a Hall of Fame coach?
It's just super surreal, super full circle moment, because I used to watch, like, when they was in the NCAA tournaments growing up, I used to always watch them. It's just like, I ain't really ever think I was going to play for Cal growing up. I just always thought that I was going to be the best at basketball or one of the best. So it's like, now that it all came back to me, and I got family, friends that have played for him. I know people's and their dads have played. He just got so many different connections. It's like you said, getting recruited by Cal, and him actually wanting you to come play for him and invest in his time into your family and into your life it's a different feeling, especially him being a Hall of Fame coach and him being as genuine as he is as a person. Like you said, it holds a different weight.
You're a little far from home, so what's it been like being here in Arkansas and being on the Hill?
I would say, like I said, super welcoming, a little laid back. I'm from the city of Pittsburgh, so it's something going on at all times. But yeah, I like the chill vibe that I get from Fayetteville. Not too much going on, very welcoming. They make sure that they speak when they see you. I'm not really looking to do any extra partying or anything. I'm focused on the gym, and so when I go out, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna just do the things that I feel is right, and then just focus back on this. So Arkansas has been everything I needed to be so far.
For the tip-off event that you guys got to do in the other week, what was it like just being in Bud Walton Arena and experiencing that atmosphere? I know it's not the same as a game atmosphere, but there was a lot of people there. It was exciting. I mean, what was it like for you just to get to experience that for the very first time?
I would say it was just a special feeling to be around a lot of people that, like, it was a Friday night. Everybody could have been doing something different with their Friday night, and they chose to come out and watch us and support us. So I just feel like just whatever I was doing in that building, I just wanted to spread the love back. Like any home game where people show out, I'm gonna speak to fans, I'm gonna talk to fans, and I'm gonna just always try to show love back, whether it's me talking to them, whether it's just with my game. Like I'm gonna give all of the love that I feel back to y'all, and that's because I want to, not because I feel like it's a job or I have to, but that's something I want to do. I want to be great for the world, and I want the people that support me also to feel that same support back. So it was just amazing my first time in Bud, just to step on that floor and just kind of get a feel for what the game might be like. I really wanted to play, but it's like we got to wait a little bit of time, so yeah, it was a great feeling.
Yeah, I bet you were like, okay, where's our opponent? Come on, where are they? No, you'll get there. It's coming up very soon. You also get to go to Hot Springs, and that's a really cool event. They got to do that last year, the team did, and I felt like people in Hot Springs really appreciated it. It was a fun event. How excited are you to see a different part of the state and just get to, like you said, give back to another community, another set of Razorback fans?
It's gonna be another great moment. I like to touch every part of the world I can. So if I travel and I get to do things for kids, or I get to do things for anything that I get to do where I give back and it leaves smiles and it's a memory for somebody, then it's amazing. So if it was any part of Arkansas, I'm very appreciative just to be there, and I'm excited to get back to everybody in Hot Springs and just show up, let my energy flow to everybody else, and I'm excited because I know going that far, it was something nice for them last year, and it's a few-hour drive, but we're willing to drive because we know the support's there, and we're willing to give it back.
I love that. You can't pick yourself, okay? Take yourself out of the equation. Who on this team do you feel like Razorback fans are going to really enjoy watching this year?
I'm going to really enjoy watching this year.
Can't pick yourself.
Can I pick two?
Yes, you can pick two. Yeah.
No, I want to pick three. I was going.
Okay, three.
I'm going to pick three.
Pick three then.
I want to say the team, but it's like I know they really going to enjoy watching Malik Ewing, Carter Knox, Trevon Brazile, and Isaiah Sealy. And I'm gonna just say Malik Ewing just because, like, we had a very good big last year in Jonas Adu. He was amazing for us last year. But then it's like we got a different type of big this year. Malik Ewing, the way he plays is different.
He's like a guard.
Super versatile. So just to play alongside of him is special. And I know the fans are going to love how he plays and just what he brings to the game because he's going to be special. Carter Knox, they're already expecting they're expecting a lot out of him, but it ain't no pressure on K-Knox. It's just I know what type of year he's going to have because the work he puts in, so I know they're going to be excited to see K-Knox. Isaiah Sealy. That's a freshman that they kind of know about, but it's like, I'm telling y'all that he's going to be good, and the fans are going to love to see how he plays just because of what I know he's going to bring. Like his energy, his athleticism, he's going to be big for us this year, I feel. And then the last one I said, TB. It's kind of like the X Factor. They love him in the area. They love him all around. When we travel, I already know that he's going to have big fan bases, and just based off the way he plays, his energy level, his intensity when it comes to the game, his athleticism, he's shooting the 3-ball a lot better. And last year he shot a lot better, but this year he's shooting it a lot better than last year. So it's like the sky's the limits for TB for real. And I just know what type of year he's going to have also.
I mean, you could mention the whole team. Let's be honest. I feel like that everyone's going to enjoy just watching everybody on this team because that's how much talent you have. I'll leave the conversation with this. A lot of people are giving you guys a lot of love going into the season, of course, because of the talent you have, because of this roster that Coach Cal has put together. Why do you think that this team can win a national championship?
I feel that this team can do that because all of the pieces that we have, I feel that we're willing to sacrifice everything for each other. Once we start winning and we see the satisfaction and really winning and dominating teams, and as we're continuously getting better, I think everybody's going to have a gear that shifts in their head like, okay, we're not losing anymore. And then once everybody thinks that on the same page, because I already feel that, and I feel like the team already feels that, but it's not going to really click in until we start winning and beating teams game after game and game after game and putting it all on the line to just constantly win. And we're going to look back like we're the best team in the country, in my opinion. And so it's like, once we all think that, and once we all sacrificing for each other and playing for each other, like we're trying to do now, like we're trying to mold the season as in our practices right now. But once we get it all down and get it together and really gear in, we all gonna realize that we could be a national championship team for sure.
What do you mean mold the season in your practices right now?
Like right now, we really trying to pinpoint everything that we want to do in the season. We trying to mold it in everybody's head, like how we want to run our offense, how defense is supposed to work, how our rotations are supposed to go. And like, say we get it down now, say we're excellent on it, game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, and it don't take us game 10 to get everything we need down. It's like, okay, we got everything rolling sooner than everybody expected or sooner than everybody has it. So it's like, we taking practices super serious now. We're going to understand everything. By the time season time comes, everybody should know how good we are.
I love it. Thanks for joining me today, Meleek.
Thank you for having me.